Today's discussion is about flower. Now, what is flower? Flower is the reproductive part of plant. That part of plant through which plant reproduce. They form seeds, and from seeds new plants arises. Flower show determinate growth. It means the growth of flower comes to an end after its fully development. In plants there are two types of growths, determinate and indeterminate. Determinate type of growth is the type of growth in which the plant parts stop growth. An indeterminate type of plant growth is that type of plant growth in which the plant part continuously grow, like shoot apex. And leaf and flower, they show determinate growth. Now I am going to draw the typical structure of a typical flower. Let's suppose this is a shoot upon which a flower arises. Now this is the bracket, a small outgrowth present at the pedicel and shoot junction. This is the flower pedicel. This is the sepal. Its collection is known as calyx. This is petal, and its collection is known as corolla. This is anther. This is the filament, and these two together form stamen, the collection of which is androecium. While this is stigma, this is style, this swollen part is ovary, these are the part of female reproductive part, pistil, and this collection is known as gynoecium. This is a typical flower. These are ovule, and this central axis is known as placenta. A structure to which ovules are attached, and this placenta provides food to the ovule. Or now we will explain each part one by one. So number one, pedicel. What is pedicel? It is the stalk through which flower attach to the stem or shoot. On the basis of pedicel, flower may be pedicellate, those flowers in which floral stalk is present, or floral stalk means pedicel. Right. The other type is sessile, those flowers which are without floral stalk. The other part, it is next to the pedicel, is receptacle or thalamus. Now what is thalamus? It is the lower expanded region to which all other floral parts attaches. Hypanthium. It is a cup-shaped receptacle, e.g. in Ficus carica. Fig. In fig, it is somewhat like this. In Urdu, it is known as injir, and small. This is thalamus. Actually, this is the flower of fig or Ficus carica, which is actually inflorescence, and many flowers arise inside. They develop many flowers from both sides. This is a cup-shaped receptacle. The other part is the calyx. Now what is calyx? It is the collection of sepals. What are sepals? Sepals are green leaf-like photosynthetic structures of flower. What is its function? This structure protects The floral bud. It early stage of flower development. Sepals may be fused or free. Sepals may be fused. In this case, they are known as syn. Such condition is known as sepals. When they are free, then such condition is known as aposepalous. When they are many in number, then it is known as polysepalous. Such condition is known as polysepalous. A condition in which there is no sepals is termed as asepalous or asepalous flower. Flower in which there are no sepals. The other part is the corolla. Corolla. Now what is corolla? It is the collection of petals. What are petals? They are the colorful part of flower. What is their function? Petals facilitate pollination by attracting insects. Condition in which there are many petals in flower such is known as polypetalous. When they are fused, then it is known as synpetalous. When they are free, it is known as apopetalous. When they are absent, then it is known as apetalous. Now what is tepals? Tepals. When sepals and petals are unable to be differentiated. When sepals and petals they are unable to be differentiated from each other, then these sepals and petals are collectively called tepals. When sepals and petals are unable to be differentiated, they are alike, then these all together are known as tepals. The other term is perianth. Perianth is the sterile part of sterile part of flower is known as perianth. Perianth include sepals and petals, because only sepals and petals, they don't take part in pollination. They are sterile or non-reproductive part of the flower. Another term is merosity. Merosity refers to the total number of parts per whorl, where whorl is a collection of sepals or petals. So calyx merosity. Calyx merosity mean number of sepals in an whorl of calyx. Similarly, corolla merosity, number of parts in an whorl of petals. Let's suppose when there are 5 sepals, this condition is known as pentamerous. Or when there are 5 sepals or tepals in an whorl, this condition is known as pentamerous. When they are 4 in number in an whorl, then it will be known as tetramerous. Now, what is nectary? Nectary, it is a disc-like structure that secretes sugar and other compounds that attract insect and facilitate pollination. They are present on perianth, the sterile parts or non-reproductive parts, or between androecium and gynoecium. Now look at the structure of the flower. Nectary may be present here or between the androecium and gynoecium. So they are the nectary. They are disc-like in shape. Nectary. So this was all about flower and the sterile parts of the flower.